Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing today? For some odd reason, I don't feel as chipper as I usually do. So when I say happy, it won't be so loud. So, what are you guys up to? Writing, reading poetry? You know, I have a lot of poems on a website called All Poetry and Poetry Soup. If you guys are interested, that's a good place to keep your poems. Anyway, I got a poem today that you might like. Just for the record, I'm all into all that medieval stuff that went on, the popes, the 14th, 15th century, Portugal, Spain, knights, swords, Excaliburs, all that kind of stuff. It just lights up my eyes. I love that stuff. So anyway, my method is I put myself in their shoes and I try to write a little story in poetry form. I think I'm like a better short story writer than I am a poet, but whatever I am. So here it goes for today, the 17th of February. It's called I Was Once a Knight in a Previous Life. It goes, I was once a proud knight in a previous life. I served kings in their fights and sometimes flights to conquer more and more new lands. I killed so many I did lose track. I also lost myself and lost my pride. In this particular eventful time, I had many powerful friends like the Pope and many merchants and pirates by the score, unlike anything you have seen from then or any time forevermore. Also, these kings I mentioned, they wanted all of the empire and all of its inhabitants. I had many women that threw themselves at me. They wanted what seems a piece of me. For some reason I had powerful urges that could not be pleased, but I vowed celibacy to praise my God in any way so I could carry on to another day. I did feel it was a bit divine. I have traveled to many lands and sailed on many different seas. All this I did in a previous life when there was so much misery. But unfortunately, I died of a terrible disease that was my demise. I could not be cured at the time. I had some children and a wife. They buried me on a lonely island in a scary night. I was wrapped in linen that was so pretty and so fine. I asked for no prayer to be said since I stopped believing in anything or anyone, in any god or anything of the sort. I now rest overlooking an Irish coast. For a marker there is only a pile of stones. Perhaps I will one day come back to earth and do it all again, find good friends and sail again. Hope you liked it. I noticed that I'm getting a lot of downloads. I'd rather you play it than download it. But what I do like is when you reshare it. Let's go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Anyway, yes, if you're wondering, I am a bit nuts.